to make a go Igbo. I see magazine in Jeko. All over the world, even Eko. Yeah, your baby.
Hello viewers, and welcome to this segment of I See Magazine Gossip TV issues that matter in our society. I still remember my humble self, EMMANUEL UDEKWE, a resident of New Jersey, Bloomfield. And today we are picking on a very important topic that is quite crucial in this 21st century, the issue of social media. We all know that it's a technological world now. Everything is all computer, camera, various audio visuals. And of course, social media is at the prime of everything. It's now a great tool in our life. We embrace it as much as we are cautious to the use of social media. Of course, the name social in the media pretty much explains that it's a platform of interaction, socializing with people that you know and people that you don't know. It's a great tool for businesses to reach out to a vast amount of people, and other advantages that comes with it. And today we want to address the impact of this social media in the lives of youth. Not just youth, in the life of the human beings actually, because in all ages, because we all are now part of the social media generation. My opinion on the subject matter is that it has a very great impact in our lives. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll pretty much give it a 10, because it has come to constitute the core of our life. 1 in 5 to 10 people have a Facebook page. Before Facebook, we had MySpace, High Five, and a whole other vast ones, but Facebook came and kind of like took over everything and brought out social media in a different perspective. But the impact of social media, just like everything else in its use, is critical for we as users, because I know I have a Facebook page, I have an Instagram page. I mean, we all have different needs for social media. But we have to, its impact is very paramount in discussion, which is why we're doing here, and we're going to follow up in this discussion in the near future. We advise you to tune in, as we're going to be sharing a whole lot of information with experts in their own likes. Social media impact in our lives is very high, because now you see your data, your information being shared on social media. You might not know, but these companies, technological companies, they have what they do with people's data. And at the background, recently Facebook was queried by the US Senate over information sharing and data sharing, and of course they got in trouble with it. That is what you and I might not know. But as long as you click that allow, you're pretty much signing off a whole lot of privacy to this technology company. So, of course, the impact is high, not just as users, but as subscribers, and what people do with your information. Especially in this day and age that we have a whole lot of fraudulent cases going on. It is an impact we have to look into too. Not just, taking selfies and taking pictures. It goes far beyond the surface. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. Direct impact in our life is that people tend to communicate with sometimes people they don't know. Strangers. It's a crazy world filled with crazy people. So we ought to have and exercise utmost caution and care in the things we do. In our daily lives, in our social media lives. You see most people now drive while doing social media. It's prevalent. It's a great cause of accident. Now it gives law enforcement more work to do. It's now more reasons why more stringent laws are enacted. Previously in New Jersey, New York, if you've been caught using your phone, with your hand, you get a ticket or someone. But now it comes with points, 5 points. So these are all impacts of having of the use of social media, and more reason why it doesn't just affect our life and how we use it and how we make it impact us, but also it affects the life of others around us. Social media can be used in vast ways to express love, express hate. Don't get me wrong, I love social media and everything that comes with it. It's really good for me. It has done me a great thing, like connecting me with old friends. But yeah, while doing that, while enjoying the betterments and benefits of social media, the impact on in our lives is quite critical in discussion, and which is why we are here today. And we're going to be discussing this further. This is just a preview to get you to thinking and to come and ask questions on the day that we're going to have a whole lot of panelists, and to further discuss this topic as it affects us individually, collectively, as a nation, as people, as a community, and on a broader scale as a nation. In addressing the impact of social media in our lives, we also have to go further to think if social media is a blessing to our lives or if it is a curse. To me, I think it is a blessing and also a curse, depending on how you use it. Just like every other thing in this life should be done at equilibrium. In terms of eating, if you eat too much, it begins to hurt you. Drinking, if you drink too much, it hurts you. Talking, if you talk too much, it begins to hurt you. So with social media. So it is a blessing, and of course it is a curse. It is a blessing in the sense that it is a great marketing tool. It is a great recruiting tool. It is a great advertising tool. It is a great platform to connect with old friends. Like I lost track of a whole lot of my friends back from college, X amount of years ago, but through Facebook, I'm able to connect them. Recently, and whenever I make a trip, I like the checking in thing on Facebook. I'm just using Facebook as an example because it's the one that is predominantly known in people, and Instagram, of course. I checked in, and the reason why I did that, despite the curse part of it, which is a security risk, for some people, if you look at it that way, but I still have to do it because for some of my friends, and I don't have their number, their cell phone number, but I'm friends with them on Facebook that live in that area. If they log in, they will know that I'm in town. Compared to me having to call a whole bunch of people, hey, yeah, I'm here. Some of them I might not even remember. Lost track. We're all human beings who, with our business schedule and everything, of course. So it's easy for me to reach out to the network of my friends in a particular area that, hey, I'm in your neck of the wood. I was recently in London, and I had to check in. And before you could say Jack Daniel, a lot of my friends were hitting me up. Oh, you here? I'm like, yeah, I'm here. It's a short visit, but I'm here. That is one good thing about Facebook. On the marketing side, of course, I have a personal establishment that I'm pushing as a startup, MCAS Resources. So, of course, we have a Facebook page. And through this Facebook page, we can be able to connect to other people, other companies, affiliation, collaborations and stuff. So that is a great, a great tool for you to show your business and show your skills. And of course, they have a marketplace on Facebook. Not just Facebook, Twitter. Twitter, of course, is a great platform that people talk and share opinions. Even the President of the United States, of course, everybody knows he's a Twitter kid. You share your opinion. Even news outlets now use Facebook. Twitter, Instagram, you share your picture Businesses now use it to showcase themselves, great picture. Even I see magazine here, like I said, they have a social media in order for you to reach out outside your base. Okay, so that is the blessings of Facebook, of social media, and we really embrace it with two hands. On the cost, in terms of the disadvantages, which some people will refer as a curse, is that it's also a means for predators. Because through social media we get to communicate with people we don't know. Now you can't really tell the intention of these people. So we have come across news where people were stalked because of through people they met on Facebook, harassed, and all whatnot. So it is, of course, how we use it, and just like every other thing else, we have to exercise caution and really, be careful on how we use these things. Don't drive and be Facebooking or Twittering or Instagramming. It's not safe for you. It's not safe for the pedestrian. It's not safe for the next driver. There's time for everything. Don't use Facebook as a means of social media as a means to lash out at somebody you don't like their opinion. No, we can be mature and have a discussion. Don't use social media to promote what is not right. Okay, that does that. When you now do that, it becomes a tool of negativity and not positivity. Everything we do in this life is to uplift ourselves and uplift the next person. If you see somebody who is not doing something right in your opinion, present it to the person through social media in a respectful and humble way, so that we can begin to take away the negativity of what social media can be and switch it to the positive end. And at the end of the day, it's for the growth of everybody, connectivity. I know some family members is, like for most of us that do international call, it's easier to use Facebook call. And guess what? It's free. So that's a blessing for us. The same thing goes for, WhatsApp. It's also a great, tool too, though it's through the phone, but it uses you to make a group. You can create a group, and through that group communicate to a whole lot of people. And people use it in so many different ways that is bettering us as a society. So social media is a blessing to the society, is a blessing to this generation, is a great marketing tool, advertisement, companies, people use it in so many good ways that enhances growth to self and business. And in the same way, it can be used in a negative way, in as much as it becomes a curse to us. A curse is not until somebody places some kind of deity or juju or voodoo on you. No, it is what you also do to bring harm to yourself and to the next person. And social media, of course, we've seen example where people use videos on social media to antagonize people. That is a curse. That is a very bad thing. You don't know how it relates to the other person that you're sending it to. So I've seen people that deleted their social media because of the negativity they get from it. It is a curse too. I've seen people that shut down the social media because of too many people stalking them on Facebook, on social media. It is that can be seen as a curse, as a detriment, really. I've seen people that are not even on social media at all because they said it's too much stress. I won't be able to keep up with posting or whatever. For whatever reason you have, just like every other thing in life, there's the pros and there's cons. When talking about social media, we have to start, let's look at it from the age perspective. And we begin to understand that before your ultimate freedom to use of social media that you can control on your own, we talk about the most vulnerable, which are children. Because most times I've seen a video where a 13-year-old was using social media. She had no idea, she was talking to a stranger, and she even had to go meet up with this stranger until the mom found out and really cautioned her. So we're going to talk about the influence of social media on younger kids and how parents can checkmate these younger kids and their use of social media. Now, as we grow in life, as chronograph moves and we grow in life, we know that there are certain age that you are under the total care and direction of your parents or older siblings, and such direction is also the use of social media, because with social media anybody can talk to you. Once you have a pretty picture up on your profile, there is always somebody bound to say, oh, let me say hi. And it all starts from hi. So our younger kids, we have to really, the use of social media has to be brought into the limelight, and in fact, in our educational system, there should be some kind of elective program or class to talk about use of social media, the pros and cons of social media. I would advocate for that, really, because with what is going on in the world now, anybody can see anything on social media once it's not restricted. Somebody can decide to post a video that is so gory that will freak you out. If you don't have such limitations, if you don't have such knowledge that something like that can be posted on social media, it can really mar you as a young kid. Some people have not seen where animals have been killed. When you watch such video uncontrolled on social media, it might have an effect on you. So many things that growing up we are not exposed to, you can see at an instant through the use of social media. So it's really important that parents educate their children about the use of social media at home, and it's important that we as a community educate our children on the use of social media, and just not the use on social media itself in school, so that maybe it's a summer class or something, so that they begin to understand that, okay, these are things that I can see. So like people post porn on social media, and before it gets taken down, you don't know who have seen it. You might be there protecting your child. Oh, be good, be good, be good. Meanwhile, through social media, the child is saying something totally different and learning something totally different behind your back. So it is really paramount that parents pay attention to how their children use social media. I'm not trying to advise invasion of privacy. No, because everybody deserves respect and space. But talk to them, and once in a while, go through their feed, see what they're doing, educate them, in various ways, and don't hide the truth from them, really. Because sometimes what parents do is, in order to protect the child, they protect the child from the truth. And when you protect the child from the truth, then what are you telling the child? And when the child gets to find out that truth from somebody else, the child begins to see you as somebody who is lying, who is not trying to, tell them the truth, and that's how they begin to draw back. So do not be scared in telling your children of younger siblings the truth about using social media. One way or the other, they're going to find out. So it's always better they find out from you. So you educate them on the pros of social media, you educate them on the cons of social media. And even when they use social media, teach them to promote positivity with using social media, and with that they can influence their peers in the use of social media in a good way, and try to make them understand that this is a wonderful tool for you to put and promote your ideas. Let it be about using social media to better themselves, so that when they see negativity, they'll be like, oh, I don't have time for this. Because I myself, like social media, I use it on specific stuff that are important to me. As much as how I'm going to use it as a tool to give out something positive to the community. Whether it is via traveling, I love to travel. So whenever I go to any different place, I always have to post, hey, so that people who are looking for places to go can look at my page and say, oh, call me up and be like, hey, how was this place? How was that place? I've had friends that ask me, oh, when I went to DR, how was DR? I was like, hey, it was good. Do this, don't do this. Go here, don't go there. These are the things that you use, to showcase people. And I have a friend of mine who is a great traveler, created a Facebook page, Discover Africa, and through that tool of social media, she's using it to showcase the continent of Africa, so that people will see for themselves and not just what they hear, because seeing is believing. So use things like that and use it to teach your children, these are the things that you can use, you can see in social media. Don't respond to people you don't know, and don't be mindful of the kind of conversation that when somebody starts having with you, that it begins to go south. What I mean by being south is like there's no good coming from it. So at that point, you have to also know how to shut things down. You have to teach people how to block people. You have to teach them all these privacy settings and all this social media, because that is why they have it there, so that you can use it to control how your information, how people see you. You can teach them about the settings. You can if you want your pictures to be seen by only your friends and family, there's a setting for that. There's a button for that. You have to click it. If you want to block anybody, there's a room for that. You can block anybody. If you want those things about you to be seen by close friends, there is a settings for that. If you don't want people outside to be able to out you, to be invisible to the rest of the world, only to your friends, there's a button to that. So these are the things you have to teach. Parents have to teach young ones all they know is just to put a computer and turn it on. Some people don't know details about how they can do all this private settings. So it is up to you as a parent to be able to educate them and teach them that, so they can have better control and of their social media usage, and so that you too as a parent will have peace of mind in knowing that your child is doing a good thing in using their social media. Some people that I know, they can't do anything. In every minute of their life, they will check their social media status, or either they're changing pictures or they're trying to see what other people are doing. Yeah, that is too much. So you're going to have control, which is part of what parents should teach their children. Don't use the time that you're supposed to be reading your books or doing research or bettering yourself or going outside to socialize and meet people and sit indoors and be on Facebook for hours or Instagram or Twitter. No. Let it not take away from our human interaction, because that is very, very important in child and person development. So parents should have to keep an eye on their children on that too. There comes a time where you'll be like, okay, keep your phone down, go outside and play. Keep your phone down, go visit your friend. Keep your phone down, let's go to the movies. Because I've seen some parents, some family, you come into on the dinner table, everybody's on the phone, checking one status or the other. So these are more influential. Social media is very addictive. I'm sorry, but it's really, really addictive. So, but with the right step and guidance, we'll be able to curtail this influence and turn it into something really, really remarkable and positive in the lives of the young, the middle-aged, and the old. When asked if there should be an age limitation to when somebody can begin to use social media, you begin to wonder, is it a function of age or a function of maturity and understanding? Because I've seen people that use social media to just bear their whole life outside. They are cooking, social media. Whatever they wore today, everybody knows. Whatever they ate in the morning, everybody knows. Whatever they ate in the afternoon, whatever snack they take, everybody knows. You're pretty much telling the whole world your life. And at the end of the day, when you get backlash, you go on the defense and begin to look at people, oh, it's not your business, not your business. But know that whatever you put out there in public, it is going to be scrutinized by the public, and of course you're going to have opinions thrown in your face. Recently there was something in the news. I think somebody said something about her sexual life and posted it on social media, and somebody commented and said, listen, whatever you do in your bedroom is supposed to be your business. Don't bring it out on to the world to see. We don't care. Now, she responded back in a harsh way, and people begin to wonder, why are you responding back in a harsh way, saying somebody is saying something that you don't want to hear, that you don't relate to? You brought it up outside in your room in the first place. So when you don't want such criticisms, then don't bring it out the use social media in a positive way, and don't bring out those things that you're supposed to keep private. There are certain things that we do that we don't want the world to see. It's just between you and your spouse, or between you or your kids, or between you. I'm not going to want to take a shower today by 5 o'clock, and I'll be like on social media and be like, I'm going to take a shower by 1 o'clock. That's too much information. Nobody wants to know all of that. That is your business. So don't bring it out. Don't bring out your whole life on social media, and don't expect criticism or opinion piece or backlash from, the world. In terms of age, based on the addictiveness of social media, I would say, in my opinion, it's either you allow your kids to start using social media when they go into like senior high school, or when they graduate from high school. On their way to college, by then we understand that at least you have a better development of the prefrontal cortex, so you can think better, be able to, you've gone through, school, and you have enough human interaction, understanding that everything is not social media. So that, in my opinion, of course, if your child show great maturity at a younger age, and of course, when you understand that your child is okay to handle certain things in life, we understand that in terms of maturity level, certain kids mature higher than the others. So if your child demonstrated great maturity in handling complex situations, then of course you shouldn't have any phobia in his use of social media, supervised social media use, of course, because one can be too careful. For me as a person, if asked if social media have influenced me in a good way or in a bad way, I would say that my influence is good because of how I choose to use social media. I have a Twitter account which I pretty much use to follow interest group, environmental interest groups, politics, of course, based on my interest. That's what I use it to do. I will continue to use social media. Social media is not going to use me, because I always try to be in control. Just like every other thing in life, you live life as balance. Make the best out of everything that you have, accessible to you. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you on a broader scale when we discuss this issue, impact of social media on life, with other panelists. I will invite you. Of course, post your questions if you have any questions. Really, we would like to answer your questions. And hey, nobody knows it all, so come join us as we further discuss this topic. It's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit us all. I'm here to learn as much as I'm here. I'm here to talk. So I invite you. Stay tuned. Remain blessed. And may God be with you. Thank you very much. I see you. Thank you.